It's that time. It's that time, guys. We have to break down Palantir, go over the charts, what I'm doing, and most importantly, dive into the options chain, which looks quite interesting now. And I want to break down with you guys what options I'm looking to buy, where my head's at, and we'll break down the overall market, which I'm sure you guys know we're looking pretty good considering where we were on Friday. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, be a part of my private Discord. That's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And cheers to everybody, man, that's been joining. We're getting an insane amount of members. I hope you guys are finding value. Cheers, cheers again, man, to everybody out there watching, joining the Patreon. You guys are awesome. So Palantir right now is trading at $135.70, up around 17 cents on the day, pretty much at break even, quite frankly, as every index except for the Dow, which the Dow's at break even, but all the other indices are rocking and rolling today, guys. The Nasdaq's up 2%, S&P's up like 0.75%, the Russell's up over 1%, and Bitcoin, which almost fell through 60, is up around 5%. Bitcoin's rebounding as well. So let's just dive right into it. Palantir clearly is showing support at $130, $135, which is exactly what we want to see here, considering that's been support for months, ever since the early days of February. So we're talking, what, 4 months at this point? Palantir has held 130 to 135. And yeah, we got down to the high 120s a couple of times, but we've ended up obviously rebounding off those levels. So at this point, I think a lot of, look, there's always risk in stocks, obviously, but a lot of the risk has been flushed out over the last couple of days as the stock has gone down from 165 pretty much to 135, $30 drop in the span of 3, 4, 5 trading days, if that, down about 20%. So I think, again, there's always risk. It's the stock market, obviously, but the risk reward now looks a lot more favorable than it did a couple days ago, especially looking at the charts. Fundamentals aside, looking at the charts, this looks very good. And pretty much every time we've tested 130 to 135 since June, or not June, we're in June, since February, 4 months ago, right? Every time we've tested that level, we've rebounded. Whether it's 10, 20 bucks, 5, 10 bucks, whatever, the stock has rebounded, and I think this time is no different. I think we'll rebound again. So I want to position myself here with options, right? I'm not in calls right now, but I am in shares. You guys know Palantir is one of my long-term positions. I'm in at 20 bucks a share. I'm up a ton on Palantir. I locked in profits a little bit last year. At the end of the year, I took a decent amount of profits. And at this point, I'm looking to get in as a trade. And I don't want to buy a bunch of shares. So the way I'm doing that is by looking at the options market. That's the beautiful thing about buying calls, buying puts. You don't have to commit a ton of money up front to get a decent return, right? You actually get leveraged returns in the options market, and you can make more money than you can with shares with a smaller amount of money. You know what I mean? So let's talk a little bit about that. Again, Palantir is clearly oversold. It's at the bottom of this range it's been at. It's at a big support. I think a rebound's coming. We're not seeing it yet. We're not really getting that confirmation of the rebound yet, but I think it's coming, guys. So I'm looking to position myself in these calls before it actually happens. And if it doesn't happen, okay, we cut losses. And for me, guys, look, when I'm buying calls, I'm giving myself a good amount of time. I'm not buying calls that expire next week or even next month for the most part. I'm looking at months in advance just in case my timing is a little off, right? I think I know where the price action's headed, but if my timing's off, the trade might not work. And with options, with calls, with puts, when you're buying them, you have to nail the direction and the timing for the most part. You can be a little wrong on the timing, but obviously the smaller window you have, the closer the expiration date is, you have to be more right on the timing. But the longer, you give yourself, the more wiggle room you have on the timing, which is why I like to choose calls that are out, at least 3 months out, a couple months out at least. So we're currently trading at 136. Okay. And here we are on Robinhood, which I love using Robinhood for the options, part of the videos. It makes it very easy, to showcase what I'm looking at here, guys. So on Robinhood, we're currently on June 12th, so we're definitely not looking to buy calls that expire in 4 days, guys. That's, a little short notice there. But if we come up here and look at, let's say, October, if we look at September even, we're starting to look at some interesting, contracts here. Interesting prices. So if we look here, I'm thinking $145 strike to 150. Slightly out of the money, but not too crazy, right? I'm not looking at anything, up here where we're at $200 or 190 strike, even 175. That's a little bit too high, a little too ambitious, if you will, for me, for even 100 days out. Over 3 months out. I'm looking more so in the range of even 140. I'd consider 140 to 150, right? So if we want to buy, let's say, the $150 strike, a little bit further out of the money than 140, obviously, you could make some more money on those than the 140s, depending on volatility, how the market looks. But we can see if we buy the $150 calls, guys, we're looking at roughly $1,100 per contract, right? Let's say we buy one contract, which that's 100 shares each, obviously. We're looking at $1,100 of an investment here for this trade, just to buy one contract. So for me, guys, I'm looking to buy at least a couple of these to give me control of a good amount of Palantir stock, right? Without actually giving up or putting out a ton of money. I much rather buy $5,000 in call options than buy 500 shares of Palantir at the current price for a trade, right? If you buy $500 of the stock, I mean, you got to do some math here, or 500 shares of the stock. It's got to go up a certain amount for you to make the equal amount on a certain amount of contracts, which you're gonna put up way less money on the option side than buying straight up shares. We're not gonna dive into all that math in this video, right? But I much rather buy 5-10 contracts of Palantir, put up $5,000 to $10,000 in call options than buy a bunch of shares. That's where my head's at right now. And if we look at the open interest on these $150 calls that expire on September, 18th, we have about 8,000 open interest. Not too bad. Let's see where we're at on the 155s. Oh, wow. 57,000 open interest on the 155s. 160, we have 6,900 open interest. So clearly a lot of contracts are sitting here on the 155s. A lot of money sitting on those. Right at about $980 per contract. That's actually not bad. $980 for the 155s. I might consider those, even though they're a little more out of the money. And there's a risk. If Palantir stock, now it's at 136, but what if it went down to 125 before it rebounds? Now we're talking, we're $30 out of the money if the stock goes down to 125. That might be a bit harder for it to rebound. But if it does, obviously you're going to make a lot of money. So you got to play the risk reward game here. Where's the stock at? How much out of the money are we willing to go? What's the open interest look like? What's the implied volatility? All that stuff. How's the chart looking technically, right? What are the fundamentals looking like? There are a lot that goes into this. But for me to kind of mitigate all the risks, right, I like to choose, again, it all comes down to further expiration dates. If we bought the July 10th calls that expire, in about 30 days. Let's say we bought the $150 July 10th calls. We have to nail the timing. We better pray that, it rebounds, Palantir rebounds this week, next week. But if we have, again, all this time on our side, we have more time for it to work in our favor, right? And we might not make as much on the options, but you don't lose all your money either, because if you're wrong buying call options, you could lose everything. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm eyeing up September at the earliest, October, even November, right? November is like half a year out at this point. November 20th, let's see what the $150 calls are looking like. Open interest is super low on these guys. Man, they're pretty low on the 140, 145, 150. Let's see if we go to 175, 165. Yeah, I mean, look, open interest is a bit lower on these. Let's go to 130, 130 days out. Let's see, the $150 calls that expire on October 16th look interesting. The 145s, 140 as well. So we can nitpick the dates all we want, but what I'm looking to do here is, again, buy ones that are at least 3 to 6 months out, slightly out of the money. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if it does end up playing out like I think it will, we go to 155, 160, 165 on the stock. These calls are going to print money, and I'm going to make profit, guys. That's the whole idea here. Without trying to buy hundreds of thousands of shares of Palantir, I'd much rather just buy 5, 10, 15 contracts and roll with it, right? So it's all about the chart. It all comes down to the confirmation. And again, I said earlier, I might want to buy some calls before we confirm the pop. Maybe I'll go half and half type deal. Let's say, Palantir pops through 140, add another 5, 10 contracts. Add some now before it pops through 140. And again, I think we're going to get to 150, 160 fairly quickly. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? The overall market today looks phenomenal. And if this continues, I have no doubt Palantir is going to rebound. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, and join my Patreon if you want to keep up, again, with my portfolio updates, my trades, investments, my chart breakdowns. Be a part of my private Discord. All of that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you guys in the next video.